Welcome back, my friends. This is Sushant Ishwani, CEO and co-founder of 3 Touchpoints, a full-service web analytics consulting firm based out of Pennsylvania, USA. First of all, I would like to welcome you all in our first and exclusive blog series on optimizing your e-commerce business using your in-house web analytics solution. Secondly, all of you who are new to this blog series, I would highly recommend checking out our previous blog posts and videos at conversionpath.typepad.com and provide us with your valuable feedback and criticism. Now, let's jump on to our next topic of this week, which is another interesting question raised by an e-commerce manager working with a small mid-sized apparel brand in the North American market. And his question was, we're going for a site redesign this year, which is a huge initiative for our company. But as per our e-commerce service provider, we should postpone analytics component until post-launch, considering the launch timelines and contractual commitments. How should we handle this situation? You'll be surprised to know that most of the analytics implementations gets worse after the site redesign is launched, because the kind of passion and aggressiveness brands showed towards analytics implementation during site launch were not existing during site redesign. During site redesigns, the focus is always on delivering a better user experience to the new and returning visitors and create stickiness on the website so that the conversion can be improved. But for some reason, both retailers and brands forget to optimize their analytics implementation to measure the impact of the site redesign. And when asked why is that, following 3 justifications came into picture. Number 1, our site redesign was scheduled to launch on the first week of 4th quarter, which is the beginning of code freeze. And we didn't have enough time and budget to include analytics into the scope of the project. Number 2, we were in an impression that our e-commerce service provider would take care of it because it's a common sense. You cannot publish changes to the website without analytics component baked into it. Number 3, as for the e-commerce service provider, our client never asked for analytics code optimization, so we simply excluded it from the scope of the project. And secondly, even if we would have included it, we would not have made this deadline. All the above justifications are just ridiculous. It's a complete failure of communication process between brand and the e-commerce service provider. So the bottom line is, any change which impacts the visitor behavior should be measured. Here are some tips I would like to share with both brands and retailers, and as well as with e-commerce service providers, which would help them preparing for a smart site redesign. First, let's start with the question, what a typical site redesign may comprise of and why the need arises. Here are some real life scenarios. Let's say, over the last 6 months, you have been experiencing a consistent spike in the cart abandonment rate on your website. The industry average is 56.7% in your vertical, while you're experiencing 85% on your website. Along with this, your analyst found a consistent higher fallout from the payment page during checkout process. To get better insight into this issue, you decided to go for a usability testing. While conducting this test with 500 users from different demographics and socioeconomic conditions, following facts came into picture. Number 1, visitors were expecting size and color update on the shopping cart page. Visitors were feeling intimidating when they saw 2 checkout buttons on the cart page saying proceed to secure checkout and Google checkout. When they went to Google checkout window, they didn't know what login to use. 4, taxes and shipping on the big ticket items were ridiculously high. Number 5, the site logo on the top left hand side was not hyperlinked. as a result of which visitors were using browser back button on the checkout pages. Number 6. Visitors were expecting more payment methods on the payment page, such as PayPal and Bill Me Later for the big ticket items. Similarly, here are some other problematic areas which require site redesign. Your existing store taxonomy resulting in higher exit rate from the category and shop pages. Number 2, there's an absence of guided navigation and recommendations on the search results page, causing higher bounce and exit rates. Number 3, your online visitors expect interactive product displays on the product page. Number 4, there's an absence of reviews and rating feature on the website, resulting in poor product to cart conversion rate. Number 5, the brand pages are not able to generate emotional connection with the online visitors. Number 6, your visitors are expecting interactive and fun-filled experiences while configuring a product. Last but not the least, visitors are expecting recommended and personalized merchandise on the key landing pages of the website. Now, once you have outlined what areas on the website needs to be optimized, the next step is to create a measurable optimization plan. And here are some tips for the audience. First and foremost, define the relevant business goals and success metrics against each and every item that needs to be changed. Secondly, create a blueprint of the expected reports layout and how the data would be presented and shared with the target audience. Thirdly, share the above business goals, metrics, and anticipated report layout with the rest of the members in the e-commerce team and get their perspective on it. Fourthly, create the requirements document including business goals, metrics, and expected reports layout and share with the project team. Fifthly, arrange a meeting with the project team including your web analyst and technical analytics engineer and get their perspective on the project goals, success metric, and expected report layout. Sixthly, ask your project team to provide estimates for the redesign project including analytics and specifically mention how many project hours are getting allocated towards analytics implementation. This is very important because oftentimes you would find analytics hours are way out of limit. And here are the 3 most common reasons. Number 1, your project team has never done any analytics implementation in the past. Number 2, the project team has done a couple of implementations in the past, but they have not gained efficiency as yet. Number 3, the project team does not know how to upgrade or optimize the existing tags on the website and how the reports needs to be configured. Last but not the least, review and optimize those estimates if things are going beyond the budget. Oftentimes, I have come across a scenario where I had to cut down my analytics requirements to bare minimum so that I have at least one success metric available against each feature I'm rolling out on my website. Remember, our goal is to measure the impact of every change, which is going to influence the visitor behavior and bring them closer to the conversion path. We are not in the e-commerce business to hoard the data, but to achieve our quarterly and yearly goals. With this, we conclude this post, and as usual, I expect your valuable feedback and criticism on my website, that is conversionpath.typepad.com. Thanks for listening and have a wonderful day, my friends.